My name is Brooklyn. I am 10 years old.
Well, first of all, my name is Jerome Higgins. A lot of folk call me Isaac.
I'm Edward Norval.
Al Higgins, Mayor of Salisbury, North Carolina.
My cousin Ayana was very nice, would come up and hug people even though she didn't even know who they were. Ayana was just amazing. Basically what happened with Ayana was she would sleep with her grandmother and somebody came outside of their house and shot inside of their house. It really made me sad when she passed away. And what I did was I used something that was horrible and just made it something good to help other kids so they're not in her same position.
Here's My Story is a collaborative project that the faculty in the Art and Design Department came up with in response to an opportunity provided by Z. Smith Reynolds Foundation, a project that would engage the community as the artist. So we came up with a bench, a place that you could go and sit. You can sit and you can listen to stories.
I'm here because I just want future generations and people to know my story. The program that I started is a Bridge for Kids. It's been running for 3 years, and I think 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks, I just got the NAACP Medal of Honor Award.
When I was asked to be on the board, the main purpose was to help them see all of the ways that people in the disabled community could have accessibility to the bench. But the most important piece for me was being able to read the stories if you're deaf and hard of hearing and still have the same experience as sitting on the bench.
This must be the bench I've heard them talk about.
Yes, and you get all the information on your phone.
Oh.
We've had lots of meetings with Jen and Bailey regarding the Here's My Story Bench project. We were very passionate about it because of what they're trying to convey with the project, and we were happy to be a part of that and bring this project to life.
This quote was cut for the Here's My Story Bench project using our CNC plasma cutter.
After being plasma cut, we have to then chip off all of the slag that occurs underneath. So after we chip it off, it's nice and clean, it's even, and it goes through the sheet roller where it develops the arc that's necessary for it to fit on one of the sides of the bench. After that's in place, there's still general assembly of the bench. It has to be put back together and whatever's necessary.
The basics were still there, so she helped a lot as far as knowing things as far as educating me about hormones and that kind of thing.
My name's Jamie Wilkerson. I'm from Salisbury, North Carolina, and I'm a trans female. I want people that are trans to understand that, you know, there are people like you and that you can be who you are. And hearing someone else's story, I think will give those people courage to live their life. So I think this project's gonna help for sure, and I'm very proud to be a part of it.
When I first saw the bench, it was awe. It touched me because this is someone I know and admire. And she got a quote that says a lot of the things that I believe about the community.
It's about somebody that you know, a story that you need to hear, the one that help us grow and do better as humans. And I just love it. Thank you.
I have helped you that much?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I'm very pleased to know that.
The really exciting part about working on this project is that we have found other groups and we have begun to work together.
The Dixonville Cemetery Community has been a project that the City of Salisbury and the community has worked on for approximately 11 years. It is important to remember this community because this is one of the communities where through gentrification people were moved out of their homeland. It was a very close-knit community and it was just a lot of love and support. So it's extremely important that people know their past so they can appreciate the future.
Nothing good was going to come out of Dixonville. And I beg you this, I came out of Dixonville. Others came out of Dixonville.
I think about the history of the cemetery that is here, and it's a great place for people to just come and sit and talk and reminisce about those that are buried here, as well as just talk about the importance of the history in the community of Dixonville.
This project is very important to our community. When we begin to learn each other's stories and learn each other's history, we just have an ability to build more respect for one another and more love for one another.
I was very struck by the benches, the love seat idea that's there. But the real impact of this is the conversations that have happened. And so I think that's been one of the best things about this, is that it's helped pull us all together. That will even be another way to make a difference.
I would say if you have a dream, don't stop. I don't care what anybody say, you have to stay determined.
As the first Black woman elected to our council in our 266-year history.
I can remember going to water fountains that were segregated, watching the KKK march and rally.
And I was, I guess, a child of privilege. And I wasn't really that conscious of racial issues.
Here's my husband, Isaac, who has been through so much in this community. Never in a million years would he ever think that he would be the first gentleman of the city.
But I would just tell them that they can do anything and they just gotta stay determined.
Visibly Speaking is a production of PBS North Carolina in association with the Z. Smith Reynolds Foundation.